Hello and welcome. Happy Monday. Hope everybody is having a beautiful, beautiful day. We are live here on YouTube and on Facebook, and I'm so excited to be back here with you, beautiful souls, today. I hope everybody's got a smile on their face. If not, let's jump into some beautiful high vibe energies today because we're going to do some intuitive readings. So for those that don't know me, hi, hello, my name is Astaria. I am many things. I am a holistic practitioner. I do psychic tarot readings. I do psychic Reiki and sound baths and some shamanic practices as well. Today, we're going to focus on some messages from spirit. So if you guys have any questions, any general readings, anything that you're looking for advice or guidance on, we can jump into those readings today. And hello. So we have Saren. Saren, perfect. Because something stopped me from saying the name, and I was like, it's just Saren. Okay, Saren. Hi, hello, 589. How are you doing today? Happy to have you here. Doreen Barker from Facebook. Hi, welcome. Oh, beautiful. Is that your daughter? Oh, she's so cute. Look at that pink dress. Oh, first grade. Exciting. Hi, hello, Beverly Powell from Facebook. Hello, happy Monday. Millie Brown from Facebook. Oh, beautiful. Hi, it's your evening. Awesome. It's about noon my time. I love that. This is why I love technology, because we can tune in from all over parts of the world. Some people it's early rising, other people it's evening or maybe afternoon. We've got Angela Atkins from Facebook. Hi, hello, welcome. Kylie Alice, good evening. Hi. Gil Reynolds, hi from Burlingame. Hello, welcome. We've got Julie Ann, hi, over on Facebook. Oh, your dogs are cute. I just got a picture of two dogs. I love it. Hi from Texas, Doreen. Hi. Oh, you're in the same time zone as me. Natalie Rogers from Facebook. Hi, welcome. Krish from Facebook. Hello, Starry and Richard and the rest of SPTV family. Oh, thank you for including Richard in the family. Oh, I love it. Beautiful. Sending love. Love the hearts. Good afternoon from Ontario. It's Carrie Ann Marshall. Hello, Stacy. Stacy says, hello, Astaria, Richard, and all in the chat. Beautiful. Yes. Hello. Welcome, everybody in the chat. Hello, Leslie Robinson from Facebook. How are we doing? Welcome, welcome. Good evening from Crawley. Jenica. Ooh, I like that name. Jenica Slammin. Melvin Peters in the UK in the house. I love it. Peggy Schaefer. Oh my God, I'm from Greenville. Awesome. Oh, look at your little boy with this tongue he's got. What a green and blue tongue. That's so cute. Margaret Mayers from Facebook. Hi, welcome. How are we doing? And we've got Jacqueline Short. Not seen you before, but a big hello. Well, welcome. Hopefully we'll get to do a reading for you. Stacy F says hello to Richard and the chat family. Hello, hello. Is that your dog in the picture? So cute. Shawnana. Oh, and Stacy F. Hi, hello. Shawana Skinner. Sorry, the chat went by a little quick. Couldn't see the name there. Hello, welcome. We've got Donna Nicole from Canada. Hi, hello, welcome. And Margaret Murray, good evening. Oh, your baby's so cute. Oh, adorable. And Kay, sending love. Love sent right back to you. Lots of hearts. Love it. All right, so if anyone would like a reading, you guys can type in the chat just to let me know if you have a question. We can do that. Kylie Alice says, I've been seeing lots of angel numbers lately. Is that because I'm aware of them or am I looking subconsciously? Please, I hope this makes sense. Awesome. And yeah, and if you guys have any questions about your spiritual awakening, we can answer those as well. This is beautiful. I do help people on the awakening path as well. I'm a chakra coach, and so we kind of figure out, oh, I just woke up. Like, now what? Like, what's a light worker? What's a star seed? What is this meaning of angel numbers? So this is a great question there. So for me, I spent the first 35 years of my life in the matrix, and about 6 years, or I'm sorry, 6 months before my awakening, I started seeing numbers, repeating numbers all over the place. And it was 111 and 1111. And I saw them every day and every night. I worked late at night, and so I'd see them in the evening. And at first I would just be doing whatever, and then all of a sudden be like, oh, it's 11:11. Oh, it's 1:11. I'm like, why am I always looking at the clock like this? And this went on for a few months before I actually made a connection that I was starting to see these repeating numbers. I think I was like 3 or 4 months in. And I was like, this has to mean something. And I look it up, and I'm like, why am I seeing 11:11 on the clock all the time? And I found out there's something called angel numbers. And so what I've seen a lot, especially with the repeating it ones, is it is the awakening code. We will start to see them before we have a spiritual awakening. And if you're already kind of awake and aware and you start to see them, they're just your angels guiding you. Like I said, I saw them all the time for about 6 months, and then the ones went away, and I started seeing the twos and the fours and the sixes and the nines and just all the numbers. And the angels are just giving us messages, because the numbers the numbers hold a meaning. And so just once we understand the numerology of the numbers, we can understand what the angels are trying to communicate with us. But the ones will continue to appear in my life as I'm going through different layers of my awakening, because it's like peeling back an onion. So you're just peeling back different layers, and you're just going deeper into your spiritual journey. So it's because you're becoming aware of them on the conscious level. We spend so much time in our life unconscious and asleep, and then we start to wake up to our spiritual side, because we all have a spiritual side as well, this physical side. So you're just becoming more in tune with your soul. So that's what that means when you've been seeing those numbers, Kylie. Good question there, Kylie Alice. All right. Shy Ann on YouTube says, hi, I'd love any guidance on my spiritual awakening for myself. I knew we were going to get into this today. Okay. So I love tarot. I teach tarot as well. We're in the middle of teaching a tarot class, and it's just so beautiful. And so I have over 100 decks, and I'm always like, what deck should I get? Should I grab this one or that one? And I have like 8 different decks out right now, maybe more, I think 9. And I was walking out of my room, and then I went back in to grab these 2 decks here, which is my light worker and starseed deck. And I was like, somebody has some spiritual awakening questions today. And the first question had to do with spiritual awakening numbers, and now any guidance on your spiritual awakening. So yes, beautiful. I was already feeling your energy, Cheyenne, and let's see what we got. So guidance for you. Go, first card. Awesome. Okay, so we've got align your life. What is not aligned or need to change is the first card. And that's so beautiful, because we just had, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, we had the fall equinox. And this is exactly what's happening in the fall energy, is letting go. We're purging old things, old beliefs, old people may fade away, relationships may change. You may be like cleaning out your house and your closet, but it's asking you for what is not aligned, that needs to change. What do you need to let go of? Taking a look at, like, is this person still serving me? Is this job still serving me? Is this negative thought helping me on my path? So the perfect time for some alignment. And even if you're in the southern hemisphere, you have the spring equinox, and the equinox, so it was on the 23rd, is equal. It's total equal parts day and night, and it's the most balanced energy we'll have all year in the spring and the fall. And so it wants to bring things in alignment, because we get in that neutral set point. So perfect, no matter where you're at in the world. We've also got Akashic, which says your guidance is divinely guided. So I don't know if you're familiar with Akashic records, but this could be a call to get a reading. There is an Akashic library that's got a book of our whole life, and a book of everybody's life, and the book of just the universe. And so we can go get these Akashic record readings to go find out, like, what do I need to do next? Am I on the right path? Like, what's the next steps for me? But let's grab a couple more cards. But with the divinely guided, it's also telling me in this card, everything is falling into place as it should. Sometimes this comes from the ego, right? We want certain things to happen on our timelines and we expect things to happen when we want it to, but it may not be in the divine time plan because there may be things that are still working out with other people, places, and things. You feel job. Okay, let me see. Let me grab a couple more. Let me grab from the Starseed deck. So let's see. So the job could be needing a change, which that's pretty common on the spiritual awakening path. When I went through my awakening, like I worked in bars for like over 20 years. And then all of a sudden I was like, this doesn't suit me. Like I need to change. I wanted to do something different with my life. And so for me, it ended up being a more spiritual job, but it doesn't have to be. You're familiar with the Akashic Records, but you've never had a reading. I just had one last month. I've always wanted to get one. I can't believe it took me so long to get one. And it was just, it confirmed everything I needed to hear, that I was on the right track. So if you know anybody that does need readings, look into it. If not, I'm sure there's some people online or even in your neighborhood. You could probably get one locally. All right, so let's get a couple jumpers. Indecision is causing delay is what I'm hearing from spirit. And what I mean by that is sometimes we wake up and we're like, here's what I really want. And then the next day you kind of go this way. And like wishy-washy energy can also cancel out manifestations because the universe is like, well, is it left or is it right? Is it yes or is it no? And it's like, I don't know how to help you because that indecision kind of keeps us stuck. But we've also got water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. So this is a call to work on your self-care. Where are you not showing yourself that self-love? And maybe it's like a daily meditation practice or something to kind of slow down and nourish the body, nourish the soul. It could be on the mental, emotional plane as well. Because water your garden, that low water energy has to do with emotions, right? And so just taking care of you and making sure you put yourself first. And then we have child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Again, as we're talking about the Akashic records, the books of the souls, the books of the cosmos, the books of the universe, I feel like that's kind of more confirmation. But here's the beautiful part, because it says it lies within you and it lies within me and it lies within everybody. We have the answers to everything within us. We are literally made up of the whole universe. Like we don't need to look outward for what to do. Like when we go inward, it's where you're going to find the most peace and the most answers, because like I'm not your guru, nobody's your guru. Like you are your guru, you are your own master intuitive. And so it's telling you to go within. And earlier I was even saying meditation. So meditation can help calm the mind and can help bring you some answers. Self-care definitely comes up often for me. Makes sense. Okay, beautiful. I'm glad that resonates. It feels like the more you go within, kind of slow down, maybe bringing in some more self-care, the more things are going to come into alignment. And then you'll kind of see the next step, somewhere to go. I can do meditations and I'm just like, I don't know what to do. And then I kind of drop in and it's like, oh, I'm calm. I'm back in my center. And then I kind of feel where to go next. Because again, I start focusing on my self-care and working on my spiritual side. So I hope that helps, Cheyenne. Thank you for your question. Jenica Slammin. Okay. It's my first time tuning in today. I've lost 3 family members recently. I'm so sorry for your loss. 3 back to back. I can't even imagine what you're going through. And desperate to know that they are okay wherever they are. So if you're okay, I just kind of like to tune in for this one. I can connect to the other side. I might pull a card. The fairy deck is kind of pulling me, but I kind of just want to tune in. I feel a very, because it's emotional. I feel a very heaviness on my chest. It's almost like, I'm sorry, I'm just going to close my eyes for a second to tune in, but I'm feeling a lot of emotion. So this is the grief of you and your family and everybody that's going through this healing process. And yes, the heaviness on the chest would make sense in the emotional plane, but it feels a little bit more physical. I almost feel like there's an anchor on me, which means, okay, I know what's happening. One, there is a really strong masculine energy that's coming forward. And when I say masculine, I don't necessarily mean a male, because we all have masculine and feminine. Somebody that's almost like a big brother. And when people come in with brother or mother, the mother can be grandma or somebody that feels like a mother, but somebody that really was like, wants to look out for you. Somebody, it's not that they necessarily have one foot in the door and one foot out the door, meaning this world and that world. They are very much connected to you, and I can feel the joy and the laughter and have so much love. But they're like, no, 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 like, I'm not leaving. Are they okay? I need to make sure that they're okay. Like, they're worried about me, like I'm worried about them. Like, and worry is the bad word to use, because there isn't much worry over there, but they're more like not wanting to fully let go because they're trying to look out for you. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not at peace. They're just still like, it's one of those energies, like we're supposed to be off on the other side and learning lessons, and they're like getting in trouble because they're like leaving school, like just school as a metaphor, like they're off like learning the soul lessons. And it's like, oh, where's this person? They're not in class, and they like flew off with their angel wings, and they're like out looking out the window, like still peeping in. What's going on? What's going on in the airplane? Like, I need to make sure everybody's okay. There's still a lot of laughter. So the first person I'm tuning into, like, they're just like, nope, I'm watching them. And ooh, even as I look at the clock, it says 1818. So there's more divine numbers there, but they're still very much around, making sure that you and the family, and they want to emphasize, and the family, it's not even just Jenica, is okay. So it's like, nope, I gotta know everything that's still going on. It's like they're tuning into your life as like the favorite TV show that they're watching. And it's not that they're getting scolded, because it's a very sense of humor, but they're like, you were supposed to be over here. Why do you keep going back to Earth? Like, they're okay. Like, you need to worry about you. And it's very childlike, and not in the energy of age, but like lighthearted. And I feel more free. I do feel more free in their energy, meaning that whatever burdens or grief or loss or anything that they were carrying, I don't feel attached to that anymore. Your big brother's birthday was January 18th. Okay. Yeah, because it felt almost like a big brother. Somebody was like, I'm always going to watch out for my little sister, that type of energy. And gender doesn't necessarily matter, like I said, but still, like, I'm still seeing what's going on. When I tune into the other two, they kind of come in together, and they feel more older or elderly, meaning, and that can be the age of a soul. I can literally feel my legs vibrating as I say this. And one of them is coming in very feminine. It's like, I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm all is well. It's like, I'm fine. Like, don't worry about me. It's almost like this. Oh, it's interesting, because they're coming in together. And sometimes when they come in together, and I'm not saying this correctly, but it's almost like if it were a grandma and grandpa, or like a married couple, like two people, their soul bond is so tight that it's like they're coming in together as the guardians, the protector. One of them is almost like a little stern, like, don't worry about me, I'm fine, like, it's fine. Like, and that was probably more their personality here on Earth. But there is a complete safety around them, because even as I say that, I feel a very big protection bubble around me. Um, where's the necklace? I don't know. There's something about a necklace. There's something coming in about a necklace. I don't know if that means something to you. Something about where's the necklace. I don't know if that was handed down or something, or lost, or something about a necklace, because I can feel something there. But when I broaden it out, because the two came in together, the other one kind of stepped aside. I'm asking them to kind of come back when I want to check in with each of them to know if they're safe and well. I just feel a really big peace energy. I feel a very deep peace energy. That to me would tell me that they're okay. And even as I say that again, it's bringing like tears of love to me. And that to me is showing me the unconditional love. Somebody's learned a lot of lessons already. I'm telling you, like older souls. Okay. Oh my God, my parents' mom was stern. Okay, so again, then that's probably coming in the more masculine energy, because gender doesn't matter. And then dad was the teddy bear, so that's why it was probably two. But yeah, even when it's a very peaceful feeling when I tune into all three of them. And so I would say that they're all are safe, they all are well, and there's a lot of love there, and they're still with you. You can reach out and talk to them. That they will listen. They're still here. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. Science has proven that. All it happens when we die is we just transcend to the other side. So you have one, you have a big team of light around you, a lot of guardians, a lot of angels, but you've just added 3 more people on your team of light to watch out for you. I hope that helps, Jenica. And I've got 1, 2, 2, 2 here, so 3 more twos. We in some angel codes today. Look at all these repeated numbers. Like I only looked at the timer and the clock like twice there, and it was just repeating numbers. So I love it. A lot of divinely guided energies coming in today. All right. I'm going to say this name wrong. I said, what was it again? Early Saren. Oh, it's Saren. Okay. Saren. I visualize my spirit teacher. Bitch hot nah without meaning to. What does this mean? For me, I'm not familiar with that mantra, what that actually means. I can pull a card for some guidance, but I'm not sure the translation of those words. I haven't heard those words before. But if you're visualizing a spiritual teacher, that's probably, sometimes we get kind of premonitions or energies coming in ahead of time. And so we can be like, this is the person I'm supposed to work with. So if you're having visualizations of somebody before that they come in, when you meet this person, it's just going to be a knowing. Like sometimes with girls, you're like, I just know that's the dress or something. It's one of those feelings, like it's a deep knowing. Okay, so it's Vietnamese, monastic and peace activists. Let's see. A Buddhist monk, peace activist. Okay. So then, yeah, so what you can do is, well, one, we can manifest and call in these spiritual guides to work with us, but it seems like you already kind of know who you want to work with. You're just waiting to meet that person. So when you meet that person, like it's one of those feelings like you'll know when you know, since you're already visualizing it, you're already calling it in. And it's not even you that's calling it in, your soul's calling it in, that energy. So everything's energy, and you're just bringing forth that right energy. So I would say what I'm feeling is the next 3 to 6 months, there's going to be a lot of shifts and changes within you. In the 3 to 4 month is when I'd probably say this person is going to manifest here in the physical in front of you. But this person is going to be on a journey with you for some time, even after that. So, yeah, I mean, you're picking up on their energy before they're coming in. So that's beautiful. Oh, Jenica, I'm happy to hear that. Oh, beautiful. Flooded with tears. You're so grateful. Beautiful. I'm glad I could be of assistance to help you connect. See, I'm telling you, I can just feel it. Like it's making me emotional. Just tapping it in a good way, like just the love. Like when you drop into that unconditional love that your soul vibrates at, it's one of the most beautiful feelings. You guys are getting me all worked up today, but it's so good. I love those feelings. We can welcome in the soul's energy anytime. Matthew, hello from Facebook. Hi, hello, welcome. Peggy says, "Is my daughter safe? Is she with God?" So let me grab. Interesting. I when I went back in and grabbed those 2 decks, I grabbed my Sacred Travelers deck as well. So. Okay. I'm getting mixed emotions, but there's a couple things coming in, and then I'm going to look at the cards. Why does it feel like you held the soul before you met her? They're bringing me back to almost like pre-life. But what it feels like, I would say in a past life, you guys were swapped, where you were the child and your daughter was the mother. That's what it is. Because I was like, why do I feel like you held her? And I'm like, no, she held you. Okay, so you guys are definitely very much entangled. There's been energies of swapping roles between you guys. I can see back several lifetimes that you guys have connections, at least going back 6 generations. There is a huge entanglement. So we've got passion and pleasure, answer the call and begin now. So it's interesting because when you asked issue with God, the first thing I was feeling, well, of course, yes, right? But here's the thing, right? Your daughter, you, me, everybody here, this is what I believe. I believe we all are just fragments of God, source, universe, whatever you want to call it. We just have this one energy, God, right? And it breaks up into 8 billion fragments, and that those are souls. And then we have 8 billion people on this planet. And so there was a separation energy coming in that I was first picking up on. Well, there is no difference. Like your daughter is God. Is she with God? When I hear that, I'm surrounded by like 12 angels and my ears are ringing so much. There's so much bells. It's a very high frequency. That to me is like almost even, I don't want to say this verbatim, but it feels almost like 12th dimensional because I'm very much spinning. And so this is good though. What I mean by that, I don't mean anything bad, is my chemical body, my earth body can't contain those energies. So for me to get very like, whoa, it feels a very high vibration. So if somebody is that high up on the frequency level, like they are definitely not connected to earth. They are like not even in between lives. That's up there with like godlike energy. But I feel a lot of angels, a lot, like a lot. Like again, the number's 12 is coming in again, but I feel like a circle of them surrounding. So very heavenly, very godlike energy, very like a white frequency, like a purity energy is what I feel. So is she safe? Absolutely. Um, a lot of angel energy for sure. I hope that helps, Peggy. Okay, Kylie Alice from Facebook says, "Can I have a tarot card, please? I don't mind waiting for others to have guidance first." That's so kind of you. All right. Well, as soon as I was reading that, I was getting called to this deck. So let's grab tarot card, jumping right out. Okay, so we've got Four of Cups. Four of Cups comes up with some apathy, some boredom energy. Spirit is divinely guiding us to something. See how there's this cup? Like I'm trying to answer your prayers. I'm trying to answer your questions. I'm trying to give you something. But again, this person's kind of sitting here with their arms crossed. It's like, it's not what I want. Sometimes not what we want, maybe what we need. So how this can play out in a couple ways when we have to do with love, right? Where we get so focused on it has to be this one person. If it's not that person, we're sitting there with our arms crossed and the universe is like trying to bring you the right person, but you're so focused on that other person. So sometimes what we want may not be what we need, but the universe is trying to divinely guide us into the right energies. And that it doesn't have to be love. I was just giving an example. Like it's just an energy. So it could be people, places, things, experiences. Let's grab a couple more. Yeah, Three of Wands. We're still waiting. Oh, God, and the Hanged Man. Big time waiting. Okay. So kind of stuck at an impasse. The good thing with threes is things are going to come together. This is collaboration. Things are slowly moving together. Fours is when we take action and things come together. So you're really close, but the Hangman is giving you this pause, this kind of stuck energy because it is asking for another perspective. It's asking you to look outside the box, look for the gray. Things aren't always black and white. Like what is that middle path? And so seeing things from another person's point of view, finding another perspective can help get you unstuck. Oh, Kylie Ann says that's spot on with the situation though, too, or spot on with the situation too, though. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad that resonated for you. All right. Okay, we're just getting the next question here. Okay, Carrie from YouTube says, "I feel like I'm experiencing my spiritual awakening." Well, I'm going to stop before I even read anymore because I feel like I have to say congratulations. This is the biggest thing in your life. This is the biggest thing you'll ever go through. I promise you. Outside of like graduating, getting married, getting kids, those are all earthly things. This is soul evolution. This is like a huge thing. And we will all go through it at some point. And it doesn't matter if you went through it last lifetime or 9 lifetimes in the future. This is the moment you start to align with your soul, and they're coming in with like huge congratulations. Okay. And then the rest of the sentence says, but I'm having trouble actually connecting to spirit. Do you have any ideas where I'm going wrong? Meditation doesn't work. So let's look at this from a couple of perspectives. So meditation, there's so many different types of meditation, and I would encourage you to try a different one, because if you're trying silent, that may not be the right meditation for you. You could bring in some music or some frequencies to listen to. You could try guided. There's walking meditations, gazing meditations, focus meditations, dancing meditation, mindfulness meditation. Did I say visualization meditation? Like there's so many different types. So I'd play around with it and see what goes, what fits for you. And then, so you're having trouble connecting with spirit. So for me, when I woke up, I wasn't psychic. I sure, my perspective, my perception changed. I wasn't in the matrix, and I started to see the world differently. But I mean, it was a year and 4 months or so before my third eye chakra even blew open. And then I started becoming psychic. And then even as I started to work on the chakra system and I worked on the crown, I started channeling. So if you want to connect to your spirit guides, and I don't know how familiar you are with chakras, but there are 114 chakras in our body. But if we just focus on the major chakras, there's 7 of them that start at the root, which is the base of the spine, and they go all the way up to the crown. And the ones I'd bring focus to is the third eye, which is right here, like in the middle of the forehead, right above the brows. This connects us to the spiritual world. It connects us to the other side. The crown connects us to the universal oneness. So there's a lot of spiritual energy there as well. Your one way that you could start connecting is I'd look into decalcifying your pineal gland. So the pineal gland is actually in your body. It's in your brain, and it is the physical version of the third eye. And oh, awesome. You're into chakras and crystals. Beautiful. So science, this is like proven science, 100% guaranteed to work. If you decalcify your pineal gland, your third eye will open. It has to open. And I don't know where you're at in the world, but in America, we put fluoride in our water, in the city waters, and it actually decalcifies the pineal gland. I mean, they do it to help with tooth decay, and not to get too esoteric woo-woo out there, but I do believe that the world is run by a lot of fear. This is a fear-based planet. And so how do you kind of control the masses? By fear, and we keep them dumbed down. If we all had our chakras open, we would all be connected to the spiritual side. So I believe that they know that if they put the fluoride in, it closes the third eye. So like for me, I don't drink tap water, and I don't use fluoride toothpaste, just because I know that those are the number one calcifiers of the third eye. There's so many different things you could look into decalcifying the pineal gland. And I literally, this is one of my favorite things to talk about, is working with the third eye. I've actually got a video series on this on YouTube. It's just under Astaria Dream if you want to look it up. I've got like 25 different supplements, Ayurvedic medicines, powders, like different things you can put in to smoothies or take, or different things you could try that will open your third eye by decalcifying your pineal gland. I promise you, it's 100% proven and a way to work. The only thing with the pineal gland is it takes time. So we can open the third eye by going in the front door or the back door. And the front door can be a quick experience through meditation or psychedelics or just shamanic practices or whatever, but it doesn't stay open. And if you're looking for more lasting results, then you want to decalcify the pineal gland so it can stay open, because once it gets decalcified, then your third eye can open. So if you want to look into that playlist, you can find it on YouTube. I've got so many different recommendations. It's on a Third Eye Thursday playlist. And in there, even outside of all the decalcifying the pineal gland playlist, I've got a million different third eye techniques and meditations and crystals and so much good stuff on there. I mean, I would talk about this for hours, and I want to make sure we get in as many questions as possible. And so if anybody's interested, especially Carrie, you can go over there, but I would and do your own research, be your own guru, look up ways to decalcify the pineal gland. That will open your third eye. That will connect you to your spirit guides, the other side, to spirit. I'll research this and try this. I've been told I have a Japanese lady as your spirit guide. Okay, so then what I would try to do is try to connect with that spirit guide. You already know who one of your guides are. When you go to bed, ask for them to send, I don't know if you're connected with your dreams. You can say to give me a message in a dream. Set the connection with love and light, and then ask for them to give you some guidance in a dream. And then when you wake up, the dream might be very clear and you're like, wow, that was just very direct. But if it's something random, like a black coffee table and a sandy beach and a blue car, and you're like, well, that meant nothing, go look it up. Dream meaning of car and sand and the coffee table and the color, and you'll be able to get some guidance. So you can try connecting with your spirit guide through dreams. Beautiful. You'll look into this and you've never heard of this. Oh, awesome. Yeah, definitely look into decalcifying the pineal gland. And thank you. Yes, you're welcome. All right. Blake Fitch, can I have a card, please? I need guidance. Interesting. As soon as I saw the card with all the please, 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 I love it. The moon energy came in really strong. We are going to have a full moon here at the end of the week on the 29th. So I am going to grab a moon card. Let's see what we have here. All right, trying to get a jumping card. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so we have discernment and we have resilience. So I want to talk about this resilience energy because here it is, carrying the weight of the world on my back, and it's heavy. These are heavy burdens. This is heavy baggage. This is a card to let go of that baggage. Let go of the burdens that are weighing you down. It's only not serving you. If you're so worried about an argument with somebody else, they may have completely moved on about it. You're the one still thinking about it, letting them rent space in your head for free, right? And so we're holding on to all this extra baggage and burdens that's no longer serving you, as we talked about earlier. And if you missed it, the fall equinox gave us a time to go inward and figure out what we need to let go of, what's not serving us. So negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, self-sabotage patterns can be stuff. But again, these burdens are self-doing, because this person can set this down at any time, but they're still trying to carry the weight of the world around them at all times. Okay, you lost your best friend. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's difficulties. So, and I don't know if that means physically, as in they left this earth, or if that just means there was a disconnect in the connection and you guys are no longer speaking. Um, I'm going to put a pin in that, and in case you want to comment back, and then I'm going to go to discernment. So I think this also has to do on the energy level, discerning what is your energy and what is not. I don't know if you resonate with being an empath, but we can, even if you don't, we soak up so many bits of information. We soak up all of this different energy from stuff that we see, we hear, we feel, taste, touch, everything, all of our senses, what we watch on TV, we're listening on the radio, what people are saying, and we're soaking up all of the stuff on the subconscious level. And it can be, other people's energies that we're taking in. So I feel like the discernment energy is calling you to cut cords, release energy that's not yours. You could even do like a call back to your energy meditation. So you can call back all your energy, because energy comes and goes. It comes and goes. And we can give so much of ours out that we just become empty and get depleted. And so we might need to call the energy back in that's yours, but also discerning what's mine, what's not. Am I angry because something really upset me? Or was I just in a room where somebody had a fight and I soaked up that anger vibration and now I'm getting frustrated and irritated? Maybe that energy is not yours, and maybe that's a time to release it. So even sending the energy back, or cutting cords could help you a lot, because I feel like here it is, this person has this ball of energy here. So that's why I felt it was an energy thing, having to discern between what's yours and what's not. Blake says, I really need him to talk to me or to give me a sign. Okay. I'm assuming now by this person has passed on. Have you tried asking them to, no, he's passed. Okay. Have you tried communicating and asking for a sign? Sometimes spirit comes in with things that we wouldn't assume is a sign. You find a black feather on the ground and you don't think much of it. But when we go look up the spiritual meaning of a black feather, there can be an answer. What animal is it? Is a goose feather. Spiritual meaning of goose can be the answer. Why am I seeing the repeating numbers? Angel number 242. What does that mean? You look it up, you Google it, and it can be simple things, even as we talked about the dream, right? Oh, the dream, they're communicating with the dream, and it may not be that person actually coming in a dream, but you keep dreaming about this old house you lived in for a reason, just an example, and they're trying to communicate something once you know the meaning of the dream. You could literally be like in the car listening to a song, and those lyrics on the song could be the answers that you need. Spirit comes in with sometimes very it's not like I'm holding up the sign, like here's the sign, here it is. Like it can be so subtle that we just miss the sign. But then when we do practical things like looking up the meanings of stuff, then we can find answers. Yes, you even texted him on his phone. Okay, so now I guess I'm confused. I thought you said he was passed. Oh, you wanted to see if he would respond back on the phone? So unfortunately, spirit doesn't really work like that. Again, it comes in a way more subtle ways, but just ask for a sign. Here's a really good thing to do so you know you don't mistake the sign. I ask for, oh, weird dreams, beautiful. Look up those meanings of dreams because there's probably some meaning in there. When I ask for a sign, I ask for her to come in 3 times. And you could say, give me 3 signs in 3 days or 3 signs over the next week. So this way it's not undeniable. It's not like, well, that seemed a little bit too obvious. And the second time you're like, well, is it a coincidence? I mean, the third time you're like, okay, it's like 1 sign, 2 sign, 3 signs. It's like, how many signs do you need? So ask for 3 signs to come in. So this way you won't mistake it. Yeah, yeah, his past just wanted to talk to him. So talk to him. He can hear you. I promise you. They can hear you. You can open up that line of communication at any time. And even as I'm saying that, I feel like lights are flickering. So it doesn't necessarily have to come in like that, but spirit is with you. Spirit is with you. And they hear what we say. And all it takes is this. You could have the conversation in your head. You can write something out. You can just sit alone in your room and have a conversation, and then ask for the sign, but ask for it to come in threes. So this way you can't mistake the sign. Hope that helps, Blake. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break. I'll see you guys back in 2 minutes.
The SPTV Divine Guidance Oracle Pack, a unique blend of inspiration and artistic beauty. Our captivating set of 78 cards combines the power of ancient archetypes, celestial guidance, and the essence of life itself to provide you with a unique tool for self-discovery, clarity, and transformation, all lovingly housed within an exclusive rigid box. The pack includes a booklet that delves into every card in detail, some of which carry dual meanings for deeper interpretation. The booklet also features 8 distinctive card spread layouts. Among these treasures, you'll discover 22 major arcana, 9 main archangels, 4 elements, and 40 life cards, each a work of art, radiating beauty and delivering profound messages that resonate deeply within your being. The SPTV Divine Guidance Pack, where beauty meets enlightenment. Pre-order today and unlock the extraordinary wisdom that awaits you. To be among the pioneers in experiencing our forthcoming collection and to reserve your pack in advance, as well as to access more details, including a sample audio description, kindly visit sptv.uk/cards. Tomorrow from 6 p.m., SPTV Community Showcase offers our viewers the opportunity to have their own show, be it readings, their own thoughts and opinions, etc. Are you looking for some spiritual love or relationship guidance? If so, then join Jennifer Rose tomorrow from 8 p.m.
And welcome back. Hope you guys were able to get up, maybe have a nice stretch, get a drink, use the bathroom. But we're going to jump back into some more readings. So anybody that has a question, you guys can type in the chat. And we have Carol McDowell from YouTube that says, I've been on my spiritual journey since my son passed. I'm sorry for your loss. Unfortunately, sometimes it does take a loss or a grief to spark spiritual awakenings. And you feel as if I get so far, then my grief takes over. Is there anything you could advise to help this? Yes, beautiful. So we'll grab some cards with this. What deck do we want to use? Okay. I knew it. I was okay. I was about to say, allow yourself to feel the grief. This is so beautiful because here's the thing. We have the two sides of us. We have the physical, the ego, the shadow, and we have the soul, the spirit, the metaphysical. We can't just be all in love and light and the spiritual energy all the time and living just purely out of ego where grief and sadness and lower vibrational energies doesn't really serve us. There needs to be a balance between both. And the first thing I was picking up on is allow yourself to feel the grief. That's how you're going to get through it. When you're angry, when you're sad, when you want to cry, like what we do is we address the feelings. If we ignore them and avoid them, we sweep them under the rug. That's spiritual bypassing. So when we deal with them and say, hey, it's okay. Like I'm angry today. I'm upset today. Like I need a self-care day. I'm going to take some time and just rest or just cry. Like go journal, go for a walk, spend some time in nature, allow it to be the process. Because I mean, this is like the planet of heaven and hell. It's like good and bad. It's the roller coaster that goes up and down. And that's just part of it. Like we go into the shadow, which is the grief and the sadness, to go into the light. So the cards you got were follow your bliss and savoring pleasure. So that to me, well, let me show you the other two. Then we have coming into power and breaking barriers. So I was like, yeah, I'm like, there is times of beauty and love and joy and everything is good. And you're riding the roller coaster and it's fun. And you're like, woohoo, we're going down. Yes. Like so much fun. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, we're going down. Oh no, like what's happening? But like, that's the ride. So to break through the barriers, don't let the roller coaster ride you in this fear state. Ride it and allow yourself to ebb and flow with the ups and downs, because that's how you're going to break to the other side. You have to feel it to heal it, right? And that's where you come into your power. Like nobody said healing was easy, and I can't imagine what you're going through as a mother who's lost a child. But that's this is a soul contract energy that you and your son decided on. And so there is meaning behind it that's happened for a reason. Everything is happening for a reason. But the more you can acknowledge your feelings and allow yourself to feel it, to heal it, the more you can break through the barriers and then come into your power. So this way you can enjoy that roller coaster instead of living in the state of just, oh my God, like when do I get off this roller coaster? Well, we don't. We are on the roller coaster for the whole life, this whole life here. So enjoying the experience and taking it a day at a time is as simple as that sounds. And it's like, well, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And that's part of the journey, right? Because if we didn't feel the sadness, we wouldn't know happiness, right? There has to be balance in this universe. So I hope that helps there. And again, I'm sorry for your loss. Sherry Daniels from Facebook says, will we stay here or sell our house? Could you please give me some guidance from my mom? Yeah, there's a lot of otherworldly energies today. We're dealing with the other side. I love it. Okay, let me grab one over here. Okay, follow your heart. Wow. You want some advice from your mom, follow your heart. What is your heart saying, right? So I don't know if you're familiar with the Math Heart Institute, but they've proven that the heart is more stronger than the brain. This is like our soul, it vibrates at 5D unconditional love at a base. And opening a portal of your heart can open the portal to the soul. And so you do have St. Francis here as well. So you could call on St. Francis with your mom. But what are you feeling? What do you want to do? Like, don't go against the grain because you feel you have to, or it feels rushed. Like, if it doesn't feel in alignment and it doesn't feel it's the right time, then don't do it. Follow the joy, follow the heart. Like, put your hands on your heart, take a couple deep breaths, close your eyes, tune into the portal of your heart. Like, sometimes if I don't know something what to do, I ask my heart and I tune in and I'm like, what is the answer? You know? And you can start really simple with just yes or no. So this way you can kind of feel maybe a heaviness feels no, maybe yes feels lighter or free. But oh, yo, this person has their hands on their heart, literally. Oh my God, I didn't even see that, but I was like there are hands on the heart as I was just doing that exercise. Tune into the portal of your heart. Like, I was picking up on that, and the card literally is showing that, because look at all that love and light that's just radiating off that heart chakra. Like, that the portal of your heart will open up to the portal of your soul. So tune into your heart and ask your heart, like, is this the right choice for me? And you know what? It might be the right choice is what I'm feeling, but it might not be the right time. So I hope that helps, Sherry Daniels. Okay, Millie Brown from Facebook says, question, is it normal to experience spirit awakening? Ooh, I love that you said spirit awakening. I've never heard that before. Yo, I want to take that. I want to say that from now on. That's because it is a spirit awakening. Yo, that was powerful. Thank you for that. Is it normal to experience spirit awakening and be able to feel seen and being within visions if you switch off to have it? Hold on, let me see. Normal to feel seen and being within visions. If you switch off to do it, do you have to go back through awakening when you open up again? Oh, okay. So you want to turn it off and you're wondering if you have to start back over. No, there is no going backwards. So what will happen is, again, let's use the roller coaster analogy. So we start here. Let me start low. Yeah. So we start here and we go a little bit higher, right? And then sometimes we go down a little bit. When we come back up, then we go higher. And then we go down and we go higher. And then we go down and then we go higher. We go down and then we go higher. So every dip down is only going to bring you up higher. You literally cannot go backwards. So even though you feel like, hey, I want to turn it off, I want to close the chakra, let me close the spiritual connection, you'll either be at, like, you'll either go down and stay down for a little bit, you'll be at this even kill and you'll just be here. But when you go back up, you're not going to stay here, you're going to go higher. And the next time you go down, you'll go down and stay, and then you'll go higher. So you will keep, it's not even like you pick up where you left off. You'll continue to go higher and higher. That's the journey. So you can close the chakras, you can say, spirit, hey, it's becoming too much right now. Just like back off for a minute. Like, let me just come back in my energy, do some more groundings. And you can switch it on and off. Like, you are in control. But do you have to open it back up again? You're not going to go back to the starting point. There is no going backwards. You're just going to kind of pick up where you are at that point of neutrality, and then you're going to go up higher. So I hope that makes sense for you. Good question there, Millie Brown. Okay, Cole Ross from Facebook says, good morning from New Zealand. Ooh, New Zealand, awesome. Yes, please, for a reading today. If you're drawn, just whatever comes out is meant to be. Beautiful. Let's grab this fairy deck over here. Oh, renewal. I love it. 9 of spring. And one more. Got 10 of summer, more follow your heart energy. So the renewal says, review the past and the present so you can plan a bright future, understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself or others, right? So there is the energy of, sure, release all the judgments. But as we're talking about the past and the present and the future, what I want to highlight with this is, okay, so in present moment, if all we're worried about is what happened yesterday, the fight we got in with our partner and bitter words, or stuck in just the past energy. Right now I'm in the present energy. I'm letting my consciousness shift to the past, and it's now affecting this present moment. all we have is this present moment. And whatever we do in this moment predicts the future. So if I'm still hung up on anger and frustration and jealousy and bitterness and whatever because of yesterday or last month or last year, I'm still holding that vibration with me. It's going to project out in the future. So the renewal is like that death and rebirth energy. It's cleansing. It's asking you to release it because the past is affecting your present, and this present moment will predict out the future. Then we've got the 9 of springs leading to the 10 of summer. I like this because 9 goes to 10. This is accelerated motion. This is something moving forward, right? A huge cleansing energy. So this says protect the fruits of your labor, prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead, environmental conservation. So with the 9 of springs, so 9 of springs relates to 9 of wands, and 9 of wands can be somebody who's a little bit guarded. But what I want to say with this, because the 9 goes to 10, the 10 talks about an emotional fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. And so family can even be soul fam. But what it is again, hurt and guarded and wounded energies. I've got walls up, I've got guards up, whatever happened in the past. So here I am, the 9 of wands, a little bit defensive, afraid that that same story is going to repeat itself out, like the same thing's going to happen. But it's asking you to let go of that, because the 10 of cups is getting everything you ever want and desire, everything you need, and things come together. So to me, with the renewal card, this is saying, don't let the past be affecting you. It's time to let the walls down, let the guards down, be vulnerable, show the world your true self, right? Because again, everything you want and need is just right on the horizon. And it only takes one perspective shift. It only takes shifting your vibration into the good in this moment to allow those goodness come into the future. Because the last card is like the ultimate achievement of greatness, of goodness, of happiness, of joy, of laughter, of fun, of pleasure, of like, again, the heart, like I was saying. So don't let the past affect your future, is what I would say was happening in your reading. Thank you, Cole Ross. I hope that helps. All right, Michelle Harris from Facebook. I've been seeing owls all the time, constantly for the last 2 weeks. LOL. Any guidance, please, and thank you. Well, the first thing I would tell you to do is look up the spiritual meaning of owl, like owls, because I can tell you what an owl means, and I'll tell you in a second. But like, if I go and I Google spiritual meaning owls, I might get one meaning in that moment, and I look it up next week, and it's going to give me a different answer. So I truly believe, like, same thing that works with the angel numbers, that meaning is going to slightly shift based on what you need to hear. Owls are very spiritual. They're very ancient wisdom. They have a spiritual knowledge, and they come to you to tap into the spiritual side. They're trying to awaken. It's like an old soul energy, but it's asking you, one, what I'm picking up and is going within for the answers, because it's aligning you back with your spirit and your soul. But I would encourage you to look up the owl meaning, because you may look it up like, oh my God, this is exactly what I needed to hear, exactly what I'm going through. But we'll grab you a card too. But yeah, if you keep seeing the owls, that's a spirit animal that's trying to come in to get your attention. And again, what did I was talking about the meditation? It says looking deeper. It says deep within me is a majestic radiance. And I was saying going within for the answers, right? Because the answers, all you need are within. So looking deeper. Sometimes it's finding the meaning of that owl. First, like for me, I started learning what the numbers means, the spirit animals, like the feathers and the colors and all the things. And now it's like I have the really good base understanding. So when I see the brown feather and the duck feather, whatever it is, I can take what I know it means, but then I trust my own intuition going, oh, well, it means this. And because I went within, it's like I got the base foundational energy. Then I kind of close my eyes and I'm like, well, why did I find the brown duck feather? And I was like, oh, so going within the answer, like looking deeper, the answers lie within. There you go, Michelle. Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you. My pleasure. Carrie from YouTube. I try and connect with my loved ones. I hope they watch over me. Already, yes, yes, yes. You know what I'm feeling. Am I worrying about things too much and making myself ill? So I'm going to tell you what I know about this, and then I'm going to grab a card as well. Yes, where does physical illness come from? It comes from the mental emotional world. So stress can literally make yourself sick. Like, even science has been able to prove this. So worry is a vibration. It lies in the gut and in the stomach and right there. And so you can work on cleansing your solar plexus. Like, let go of those worries. Hand them over to your guides, hand them over to your loved ones, ask them to transmute them, to release them from you. What's the opposite of worry? Is it trust? Is it reassurance? Is it safety? Ask them, say, like, put your hands on your solar plexus and go say, I free myself of worry. I let go of worry. I hand it over to my guides and angels. And I ask them to transmute this energy into reassurance, into trust, into safety, like whatever you need, whatever the opposite is. And then allow that energy to fill up your hands. And when you feel the trust and reassurance is, put it back on the solar plexus, because that's the stomach. That's where all the worry comes from. So it can manifest itself into the physical for sure. Beautiful. All right, so we've got Princess of Winter, information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult. So again, doing shadow work, going in and doing the difficult work. Like we were saying earlier, nobody said healing was easy, but again, it's like facing parts of her shadow. Yes, I worry too much. Maybe I'm a complainer. I'm always running late. Like I live in fear. I'm a jealous person. Like, first getting an acknowledgement with the information, go, this is me, but I don't have to let it define me. I can shift over in that soul's energy anytime, and I release it, right? We ask the angels, the guides, the transmute in love and light, and then bring in the opposite energy. So first identifying where these blocks are, and then asking it to be, because it also says truthful up here on the top. So getting really true with yourself and what you want to work on, and then that shadow work. Yes, my stomach is where I'm having problems. See, that makes perfect sense because the worry lies in the stomach. So beautiful. Let it go. Let it go. That's not yours to hold on to anymore. Let it all go. All right, Krish, Halali, if I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. From Facebook says, hi, Astaria. Do you believe that we come to Earth to learn lessons and that we choose our parents, land of birth, uh, socioeconomic status, etc., before we took birth? Please, can you elaborate? Thank you. Yes, I truly believe this. I believe this is a soul contract. We come in before Earth. There's like pre-life before Earth, and you decide your parents, your eye color, your hair color, what job, if you're going to get married, if you have kids, where you're going to live. All of these things are decided. So these are fate and destiny. But then what happens is when we're born and we come out our mother's womb, we're planted here on Earth, and that puts us through the veil of forgetfulness. That, like, that the womb is the birth canal is the portal we go through, and that activates the veil of forgetfulness. And then we forget all of the soul contracts. So I don't even know I'm a soul, and I forget all of the reasons I'm here. Because if you knew you were supposed to be a teacher, and you were supposed to live in Africa, and you were supposed to get married and have 2 kids, and all of, you just said, check, 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 check. Okay, I'm done. Now what? And we miss the whole point of the journey. Like, we come here to learn for soul evolution. So yeah, I truly believe we decide the stuff before, and then we forget it, so then we could go learn it. That's where the free will comes in, because it's fate and free will. It's the 2 energies that come together. And then we continue to learn these lessons based on the soul contracts we decided. So then we can go through soul evolution. So Krish, I hope that helps. Matthew Lintott, if I'm saying that wrong, I apologize, on Facebook. I feel like I'm stuck, need some Reiki treatment and aura cleansing maybe. So I am a certified Reiki master in Yasui Reiki and Crystal Reiki. I definitely am a Reiki advocate. For those that don't know, Reiki helps with physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual blocks. It's an energy work. no matter what goes on, we go through periods where we're way up high and then way down low, and sometimes we're just stuck and we can't get ourselves unstuck. There can be energy blockages, energy cyst. Reiki is just one form of energy work. If that's what you're being called to, absolutely. Because Reiki, like one session, all of a sudden, like we can all of a sudden not have physical issues anymore, work their emotional blocks. Like I've sat there and cried on Reiki tables and purged and came out so much lighter and freer. So if those are the energy work that you're being drawn to, then absolutely. Like I try to get them done like once a month. So this way I can just stay kind of even keel, because we all get blockages. It's just part of life. So if you're feeling stuck, I'd say it's a good time to go and get some energy work. Absolutely. Okay, Cindy Ryan from Facebook says, how do we know who our spirit guides are? Well, two ways. We can connect with somebody who knows how to connect, and then they can say, okay, you're connected to Archangel Michael. You've got starseed origins here, and you connect with a set of masters, and you're connected to dolphins and whales. So you can go get a reading by somebody, and they can do that. But you also don't need somebody to tell you. You can go within to find the answers. So we talked about earlier asking the heart. We can do a meditation, and we can connect with our spirit guides and asking them to show us who they are. We can ask in a dream. You could look into shamanic journeying. I've done that a bunch to do connect with like spirit animal guides, even angels, archangels. So there's many different ways. We either have somebody else guide us, or we can go in and find the answers ourselves. All right, guys, this has been such a beautiful day. Thank you all for your questions. Thank you guys for joining in with me today. We're going to wrap up today's session, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, beautiful, fabulous rest of the day. And remember, the magic lies within you, right? You are your own guru. Wake up that innate wisdom. Like we were talking about earlier, connecting the spiritual side. You can decalcify the pineal gland. All the answers are within you. You are made up of the whole universe. You don't need anybody else. Go within, try some meditations, and go connect with your soul's energy. Thank you all so much. It's been such a pleasure sending you all love and lights.